This is a fictional mindbender. Anime is loaded with specific tropes for specific genres, one of the most well known being the redemption arc of repentant villains and killers. And the character I think who either started this or at least best embodied it was Rurouni Kenshin's Homura. I caught on to the series back when it was on Adult Swim and have been a loyal fan ever since, even buying a box set for the US unaired third season that at least I never saw in the United States. That said, the basics are as follows. It takes place around the year 1878 in Tokyo, Japan, after the Meiji Revolution, where Kenshin served as an assassin and foot soldier against the Tokugawa shogunate. He was among the most infamous killers of his faction, a Hitakuri, or manslayer, and was known by the moniker Batosai. However, he is now just a wandering ronin, often coming off as somewhat of an oblivious country bumpkin carrying a reverse blade katana, which everyone regards as useless as well as idiotic. He comes across and saves a young woman and martial artist named Kaoru, and quickly forms a chosen family of sorts with an orphan child of a samurai, a street fighter who also served during the war, and a doctor who he also rescued. The appeal of Kenshin was that he was a multi-layered hero with a worldview that seemed simple on the surface to help out people, but was actually much more complex regarding his motivations. Now, there have been different interpretations over the years, but essentially, it's that Kenshin's bumbling ronin appearance is a ruse that he uses to hide his past and his actual nature. And even his outlook in his past life when he was an assassin was also itself a ruse. Though he often preaches peace, annoyingly so at sometimes, the reality has always been is that Homura Kenshin is a very angry man, and always has been. A rescued orphan himself by a wandering swordsman as a child, and trained in the Hiten Mitsurugi style of swordsmanship, Kenshin eventually leaves his master and doesn't complete his training to join the war against the shogunate because he can't stand the brutality that is going on, but does not get involved because of the assistance of his master to not interfere in the politics of the war. Running away, and again, in his training, he quickly rises through the ranks of the revolution to become the top assassin and feared in the underworld of wartime Kyoto. Kenshin's mentality at this point in time is that the people he's killing, politicians and political targets, deserve to die, need to die. They are responsible for the oppression and suffering of the people, and as he tells his master before leaving him, are mad dogs that deserve to be put down. That doesn't exactly equate to justice per se. The expression in which he states this is one of maliciousness rather, if at least a targeted one. This gives his internal focus a single-minded goal to accomplish, and nothing else matters to him outside of that, not even his own life. Other killers are people killing for glory or pleasure or for the cause. Kenshin, however, is killing with an ice-cold, near emotionless fury that these people just need to die, regardless. However, while his single-minded obsession does lend well to his martial skills, it also blinds him to the motivations of the world at large, allowing him to be manipulated, as his master had warned him before he left. And this ultimately results in the death of his wife, whom he fell in love with during the war while on the run. An older Kenshin now still maintains a somewhat simplistic worldview, a repentant and self-righteous one, but still simplistic. But his temper and sense of needing to do something never changes. Kenshin never becomes a complete pacifist, but at the same time, he'll take blows if it's going to spare other people the same fate or worse. Kaoru's family's martial art has a peaceful outlook that the sword is never being used as a weapon to kill another person, one which Kenshin likes but never adopts to a full degree because he knows it's bullshit, based on his past experience. Swords are made to kill people, and that's it. Everything else is just nice words. And though his skills are good enough to defeat most average opponents against those who are either equal or greater of caliber, however, or those who commit truly heinous acts on a whole other level, those type of people feed into that violent temper of his that motivated him before, and bring it more and more to the surface the longer the fight lasts. And that's why I like the character. Kenshin is a violent man trying to be a peaceful one, and his anger, despite his relatively light and diminutive figure, is fearsome. Even his fighting style begins to change, as noted by his friends, as becoming much more vicious. Moreover, his endurance actually increases and grows with the more blows that he takes and the more he falls into that state, something that often surprises both his friends and his enemies. The story of Rurouni Kenshin, I think, is Kenshin dealing with his anger issues so that he can fully become a peaceful man that for half his life he pretended to be. He still had his morals, even back during the war, never shown at least killing women and children, or just killing out of random spite per se, with the possible exception of his wife's former husband. But those morals would eventually fail him if he didn't finally deal with his problems. And this is how Kenshin Himura became the embodiment of the repentant killer trope, while at the same time also being more than that. You will see other anime characters who will follow similar paths and similar ideas with similar stories, but I think Kenshin is the one who started it all. But having said that, what do you guys think? Are you fans of this particular trope in anime? Have you ever seen or any of the anime or movies regarding Kenshin Himura? I know there's an upcoming series that is coming out soon that is another remake of that. Let me know in the comments below. But this is the Fictional Mindbender. You guys have a good day.